Hi everyone, and welcome to Beefy Boys, home to award-winning burgers. That's right, when Beefy Boys first started out, they came second in the world in the best burger category at the World Food Championships in Las Vegas. In 2023, they won both Signature Burger and Burger Chef of the Year at the National Burger Awards in the UK. So when I say award-winning, I mean award-winning. Beefy Boys not only have permanent locations in Hereford, Shrewsbury, and Cheltenham, but they also have a food truck that do pop-up events all over the UK, albeit with a limited menu. What that means is, even if you live far away from a permanent location, I highly recommend following Beefy Boys on Facebook or Instagram to keep updated on where their food truck is, because who knows, maybe they'll come to a place near you. In this video, we visited their restaurant in Cheltenham, as well as gone to one of their pop-ups in Chepstow. I'm going to compare the two and let you know the differences. Also, just so you're aware, I visited Beefy Boys at other pop-up locations many times previously, and although I don't have footage from those previous visits, I'll also talk about them in this video. If you find this video informative and helpful, please give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to my channel. I post videos about my favorite places to eat that you won't want to miss. Alright, let's start off with their Cheltenham location, which has their full menu of beef burgers, chicken burgers, and sides. The very first burger we had to get was their Dirty Boy Burger, which is also available in their limited food truck menu. Keep in mind, it comes with bacon, onions cooked in beef drippings, which were incredibly flavorful, rich, and indulgent. What they call dirty mayo, which is basically mayonnaise that's usually seasoned with a bit of spices such as paprika, and American cheese. I'm starting off strong here because this is my absolute favorite burger that they serve, and it is no wonder why this is the burger that won the prize at the National Burger Awards. The buns they use are semi-brioche made with a sourdough starter and has a delicious flavor where you can really scarf down these buns all on their own, no burger needed. Thick patties that retain their juice as well. This is my go-to order whenever I'm at one of their pop-ups, and I will say that the Dirty Boy from the food truck was just as good as the restaurant, maybe even better. I think it all depends on the chef you get. I will say though that the Dirty Boy I ordered at their pop-up at the Abergavenny Food Festival in 2023 was undoubtedly the best burger I have ever had. It is all in those beef dripping onions. Next, I'm going to show you burgers that they don't serve in the food truck, so you would have to come to one of their permanent locations to try. We went for one of their chicken burgers, the Dirty Clucker, which came with dirty mayo, that same seasoned mayo that would be on the Dirty Boy, American cheese, and gherkin, the same type of bun. You can see that they are super generous with the portion here. I am very pleased that they went with a buttermilk fried chicken thigh instead of breast, which means that the juiciness is retained. Not the best chicken burger I've had, but not a bad option if you're here with someone who isn't as into beef. The next burger we went with is a combination that I was super interested to try just to see, which is the PB&J Boy. PB&J stands for peanut butter and jam, which is that classic American savory and sweet combination that you can't knock until you try. As someone who was born and raised in America, I couldn't not order this one just to see what it was like. American cheese, bacon, bacon jam, chipotle spiced peanut butter, and Swiss cheese. Honestly, this wasn't bad, but it was definitely an experiment I'll pass on next time. The peanut butter was a bit stick to the roof of your mouth, which didn't make for the best burger. The final restaurant-only burger we had was the Chili Cheese Boy, which came with American cheese, bacon, American mustard, beef chili, chives, nacho cheese sauce, pickled jalapenos, sour cream, and Swiss cheese. As you can see, this one was packed full and definitely a knife and fork job. I don't recommend going into this with hands. Really enjoyable if you're into chili. I've also tried their classic Beefy Boy burger from their food truck, which is a simple and classic combination of American cheese, bacon, gherkin, lettuce, red onion, burger sauce, and Swiss cheese melted over. Once again, a classic combination. At the end of the day, there are a lot of interesting burgers on their menu and maybe a few novelty ones, but my top recommendation has to be their Dirty Boy. This is the award-winning one, and for good reason. The onions cooked in beef drippings also adds to the juiciness and indulgence of the burger that I can't get enough of. When it comes to sides, we had to try their fried mac and cheese balls that came with bacon bits, chipotle ketchup, chives, and parmesan. Definitely a cheesy, gooey hit for anyone who likes American cheese. They have a variety of fries on the menu, both at the restaurant and from their food truck, but my biggest recommendation are the poutine fries. Crispy fries served up with some rich and thick chicken gravy. You have cheese curds here as well that get warmed up and slightly melted from the chicken gravy, and the chives on top adds that extra depth. Their gravy is spectacular, and honestly, menu idea for Beefy Boys is to slather this gravy on top of a chicken burger. If you're undecided on the fries, try the poutine ones. Overall, I love Beefy Boys, and whenever I see their food truck, I have to make an order. There's a variety on their menu, especially if you make a trip to the restaurant, but the Dirty Boy is king at the end of the day. Now, I'll be honest that I've had Beefy Boys so many times now. I have experienced some inconsistencies with juiciness depending on the day, but their highs are really high and the lows have still been delicious flavor combinations. So if you are in a position to make a visit, definitely put Beefy Boys on the list. Remember, check out their social media to see if they're visiting a place near you. They do travel all around the UK, so it's always a possibility. I'll put links in the description below. I hope you found this video informative, and remember, if you enjoyed it, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel as well. I post food videos on a regular basis of my favorite places to eat that you won't want to miss. Until next time.